Hello and welcome to episode 140 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where we come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the K-pop industry. This week we got some album reviews and mama predictions, so look forward to that. As always, I'm joined by Nate.
Have you ever made love on a boat?
No, I haven't.
Ray is asking us the real questions.
Yes, she is. All right, so start then.
Before we no, you gotta
there's less people.
You gotta do all the stuff. You gotta subscribe to us on YouTube. You gotta like our videos.
Oh,
you gotta
I always do that at the end.
We gotta do it at the beginning too, because people don't listen at the end.
That
Click
is
the bell
true.
to get notifications. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on iTunes and review us on iTunes. And then, of course,
Discord.
Join Discord and hang out with us.
Lit.
Although you are a few days late to join the K-pop Fantasy League that we started. But if you join and stick around, I'm sure we're going to do it again. But that's going to be real interesting. Oh, actually, I should go over my team. This is cool. So yeah, we literally did a K-pop fantasy draft last Friday. There's like 26 of us, and we had to make a list of like 600 idols to draft from. We split them into tiers, made a bunch of rules, like you can't have people from the same group. I'm just pulling my list up, and I will read you who I got. That's the wrong link.
Like all a bunch of random people you never heard of.
No, everyone's got like good people.
Did you guys separate men and women, or are they like co-ed groups technically?
They're it's you get both.
Interesting.
So I first picked Solgi.
Nice.
I almost got Chanyeol because EXO is gonna be worth like a bajillion points because they're about to do a comeback. But Bree was spouting a bunch of strategy to everyone, and so Johnny grabbed him. Unfortunately. But, so I got Solgi. He was for some reason EXO, like Chanyeol was the only EXO member that lasted because I was pretty late in the draft pick order. EXO like all got taken away at the beginning, and then like for some reason Chanyeol like slipped through the cracks and almost made it to me. But I got Solgi. Then I picked Jui. Hoping that they do a repackage Korean comeback. They have a Japanese comeback, which is gonna be worth. You get the comeback for point, or you get the points for comeback, but they won't be on like music shows and stuff, so I won't get any points there. But I'm hoping they do their Christmas like repackage that they've been doing every year.
Okay.
So that I might get points that way. Plus, Chewy will be high on the brand ranking because we're taking that into account and a bunch of other stuff. Then I have Changbin from Stray Kids, Luda from Ujizonyo, Chanmi from AOA, and Jongjun from Golden Child, because those are all guaranteed comebacks that are about to start. So those are all worth points for sure. And then my like picks that I was hoping they'll have comebacks, or they probably will, because it's last 3 months, so it's till like mid-February. I have Eunbin from CLC, hoping they do another comeback. I have Asha from Everglow. I can definitely see them coming back soon. Jaeyoon from SF9, supposedly they're preparing. Becco from Newest, I could see them having a comeback. Okay. They haven't had one in a while.
If they have one, it's gonna be huge too.
Yeah, so. Plus, and they're always really high on brand ranking, so that'll be worth. Yep. And then I had to go with my last pick was my bias, completely wasted pick probably, but Yebin from Hinapia.
Nice.
My thinking for that was, I'm hoping their company is smart and does a thing where they just have like a really, really quick turnaround with a comeback. So I'm thinking they'll have one in like early February, hopefully.
So high risk, high reward gamble on Hinapia, basically.
Well, it's not really high reward at all because it's not like they're gonna do well.
If they did though, if they blew up, that'd be because they're a new group and they're from a group that was previously like really successful. So you never know.
I had to get one random bias that probably won't give me points, but just to have on my team.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that was a long intro, but come check out our Discord. We do fun stuff.
Yes. All right. So I guess without further ado, we can get into our first review, which is long awaited, in my opinion, at least.
Yes.
MFBTY's new, is it a mini? It's a mini album,
It's a
right?
mini album,
Like it's a EP.
Yeah, it's got 6 tracks plus an intro, so it's...
Yeah. Dreamcatcher Deluxe Edition. I don't know where the regular edition
fitting
is.
Name. Wait, is it literally called Deluxe Edition?
Yeah, on iTunes it's
really?
Dreamcatcher Deluxe Edition.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't even know that because it doesn't say that on Spotify, I don't think. And I didn't pay attention to iTunes. Yeah, that's weird.
Sorry, my window is acting weird. Anyways, we can start off with the first track, which is a really, really cool intro called Intro. I don't know if that's a typo. On iTunes, it's INTRU.
Oh, it's intro on Spotify, I think. So
like with O.
Yeah, I think it's probably
okay. This is a typo. This is so weird. Anyways, I really, really love this intro. Like it mixes like various like jazz instruments with like ambient noises, birds chirping, and like echo effects to really create like an interesting environment in the sound space. I thought the other like standout thing about this intro is the amount of effort they put into calling back to their like previous works as a team, incorporating samples from songs like Sweet Dream or Angel, which are both MFBTY songs. Yeah, this was an awesome intro. I really, really like this.
I'm double checking because I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know. It does say intro. Okay, apparently it is intro.
It's weird.
So whatever. They're just trying to be fancy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Basically, what you said. Like, there's not much to talk about because it's not like a real song. But yeah, it's got like a really cool jazz feel. There's like a sax player playing over the whole time, and then there's just a bunch of like there's samples from their previous songs, like you said, and then there's a bunch of like talking and whispering and like random singing and a lot of nature sound effects. There's a lot of like birds and crickets and stuff like that. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have Dreamcatcher, which is a cover of the group. Of
the whole band.
Yes. They covered their entire discography in one song.
That would be amazing. Think of how improved Dami's raps would be.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Dami. Sorry, Dami.
So, this is the type of thing that I, like, expected, I guess, from MFBTY comeback. It came in like super strong with the like electric guitar riffs, the groovy bass line, and like the like still like hip hop style percussion as well. Although it's something that you'd more expect from like a rock track, the rapping like grooves perfectly over the electric guitar instrumental, which I really, really liked. And as usual, like the rapping flows great, excellent pronunciation, delivery as always. Really, really awesome. The music video is also kind of interesting. They had like a Ghostbuster Michael Jackson guy playing guitar.
It's really weird. Is that it for you?
Yeah, basically. It was really interesting.
I thought it was awesome. It's like really hard like a rock song. So actually the thing is the guitarist is Shin Dae-chul, who's the guitarist for Sinawi. Which is one of Korea's first heavy metal bands, and he's kind of considered like the godfather of Korean rock music. So he's kind of like Tiger JK for rap. This guy is for rock. So it's really cool that they got him to do it. And I think that's part of why the music video is weird, and they have the weird like Michael Jackson mask, because this guy, he's not the guy in the music video. Like this guy's like 50 years old or whatever. So like, I doubt I'm sure that's not him. So maybe they just want to do something weird instead of having a random guitarist playing this guy's part. But yeah, it's awesome. The guitar and bass line, like you said, are really cool, and they just rap so well over it. It's what we expect from them. All their verses are amazing. The instrumentals the whole time are just really great. Overall, like I was really blown away by this comeback. I didn't expect something this like heavy right off the bat, and this rock heavy especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music video, like you said, is weird. They're like driving through the countryside, and they like pick up the guitarist, and then they go to like a CD city, and then they just hang out and rap to the camera like a typical rap music video. But there's just this guitarist with a Michael Jackson mask on, so who knows?
All right, so next we have Badu Curse. I think this is like kind of back to more of a traditional style of hip hop beat. I do really like the bass line though. When Yoonmire's like vocals come in, it was really nice. I really like the like vocal layering they use. Usually I'm not a huge fan of the auto-tune vocals, but I think it actually turned out well in this song with Busy and Tiger JK's like vocals slash rapping.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of like the higher pitched synth in the background, like the but
Okay.
I actually quite like it now, so yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was a nice like start with JK rapping into like leading into Yumi Ray's part. With like a like sultry chorus, which is entirely in English. The instrumentals are really good. It's got like a jazzy focus with the bass line, and then there's like brass and sax instrumentals in the background. And at the end, they get like they get a whole like brass sax like jazz solo, instrumental solo. So that was cool. I thought the rap after the second verse was really really good, or like the second verse was really really good.
Yeah.
And this song is full of ridiculous English lyrics. I used it at the start with "Have you ever made love on a boat?" But my favorite is actually "finger licking good like a greasy bird." That was a lyric I heard in there. But there's plenty
KFC reference.
Plenty of ridiculous, like overtly sexual lyrics in this song in English for some reason.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right, up next we have "Yesterday Today." I thought the instrumentals on this were much more like satisfying than Badukur's.
Yeah, the instrumentals are really cool.
It's got like the whimsical like sounding flutes and strings, and I think they work really well.
You stole my word.
What, whimsical?
Whimsical, yeah. I was like, that's a good word to describe this.
Yeah, I really like how in like certain parts, Yumi Ray's vocals like sync up with the rising like strings. This is much more like something off of their like The Cure album, I think, rather than Wonderland. If I were to like place it in one of their previous works.
Yep.
Yeah, overall, I really, really like this song. Although there's one part in the middle where with the auto-tune busy vocals towards the middle of the song, I didn't really like, but I don't think it ruins it.
Yep.
Overall, it's a really fun song that you can kind of groove to pretty easily.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I really like the bouncy piano and like the strings and instrumentals. Like you said, have a really whimsical, like fantasy feeling. With like the flute and the strings and stuff. And yeah, I thought it was nice because for Yumi Ray's rap, I thought stood out to me because like she held back in her intensity and like really fit the instrumentals well. And then yeah, of course her vocals are fantastic.
Next up we have Motel. Based on the intro, I thought that it was like, oh, we're getting into like a dance track right now. And then like right after that, it just opens up into this almost like angelic sort of sounding like instrumental, I guess, with the like uplifting synths that sort of come in. Once again, I'm not usually a fan of autotune, but I think it really works well with the guy's vocals in this song. Yunmura's vocals in the song sound really nice and crisp as well. Also, Busy's verse towards the middle of the song was really good. I really like that. I'd say, I don't know. I'd say it's a tie between either this or Dreamcatcher for my favorite song on the album.
Yeah. So yeah, this is basically the same. So this gave me Angel vibes right off the start. It's very similar. It's got the upbeat like synthy instrumentals. It's more of a pop song than a lot of their other stuff. Similar to Angel. I thought the synths are really great. They have like a nice futuristic feeling, and I like you said, I think it mixes really well with the autotune. So like there are certain throughout this album, actually it's pretty good overall. There's like certain times I think autotune's good or like fine. I think it's just overused, but I think it mixes well in this song. And yeah, Yumi Ray's vocals are amazing. It really stood out like usual. Also, the thing, it reminds me of Angel, and it reminds me a lot of Yumi Ray's like early solo career. Like her more like it's got like that retro pop style. Like early 2000s stuff. So that's what, and I agree. This is my favorite song other than the single. I think Dreamcatcher is my favorite song just because I can't. It's a rap rock song. Like, how can I not? Like it? But this song is definitely close.
Yes. All right. Up next is FU. So, I did not like when I first saw her at the beginning. I was like, "Oh my god, I do not like this at all."
Yeah.
And then once I actually like got to the first chorus, from there it was just fun the entire way. Like it's just really good and fun the whole way.
Yeah.
Um, so I think the reason I didn't like the beginning is because I think they went like way overboard with the like auto-tune parts. It just really didn't sound good. But
Yeah.
like once it gets into the speed of things, it becomes like a locomotive just like boom going forward.
Yeah.
Like it's really really fun, like especially during those like near light speed like rap verses. I think this is definitely the most danceable song in the album. It's really
Yeah.
really good overall, but it's a little bit brought down by those grading parts in the beginning.
Yeah, I agree. Like I thought the start was a little weird, but I think it really builds into like a really good banger, like you said.
Yeah.
It's got that Middle Eastern style beat and like instrumentals thrown in, which I think fits really well with JK's rapping style. And then they do a lot of like fun stuff with cutting and repeating the vocals. I think overall, actually, I'm okay with the auto tune in this song. I think this is like what I was saying. It's done for an effect, not to like cover up bad vocals.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it fits the song well. But yeah, I agree with your like comparison to it being like a train. Like it just picks up and it goes, and it's just
Yeah.
going the whole time.
Yep. All right, coming up next we have Peach again.
Yep,
But it's
for a third
the
time.
Zoe piano mix. Yeah, for the third time. Really really nice piano instrumentals. I think I might actually like this version like way more than the original that we heard on Yumi Ray's Gemini album. Was that last year?
I think that was this year.
Was it this year?
Yeah.
Okay, either way, really really good.
Gemini
yeah.
2, by the way.
Oh, Gemini 2, yeah.
Yeah, so this is, if you didn't know, this is from Yumi Ray's solo album, Gemini 2, which I'm double checking if it came out this year. It's the English version. No, that was 2018. That felt like, that does not feel like a year and a half ago. Jeez. Yeah. Anything, it's weird because our Discord's been around for over a year. I feel like anything that's covered in Discord is like
this year.
This year, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been over a year now. When did we start Discord? I don't remember.
It was like June, so it's almost a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so this is the English version of that song, still with the super sexual lyrics. I'm sure the Korean version also has super sexual lyrics. But yeah, this has like a piano instrumental. It makes it more jazzy and like ballady. You were saying you like this a lot better. I actually don't really remember the original's instrumentals because like
really?
I mean,
you just remember the lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics are like the only thing that stuck with me with the song. I don't remember what it sounds like. But yeah, I did enjoy this. Also the ending chant at the end had like a sad vibe, which made me laugh due to the nature of the song. Like it's like really it sounds almost sad, but like the whole song is so sexual. I was like, it just sounds it just like felt weird. But overall, I like the song. I think the ballad version's good.
Yep. All right, so I guess for that we can go into some ratings. All right, so for me, in the music end, I gave it a 6 out of 7. I think everything overall was really good. However, there's like a couple parts that I didn't like in particular songs. Like, basically, like at first I didn't like the high pitched like synth in About to Curse, and originally, and then also in FU that whole like beginning section I wasn't super hot on. So 6 out of 7. Everything else is really, really awesome, especially Motel, Dreamcatcher. And then for concept, I gave it 2 out of 3. I think the music video is interesting, but it wasn't like mind blowing. So like overall, it was good. So overall, I gave it a 8 out of 10 for the whole album score.
Yeah, I was a little more generous. Spoilers. Who would have thought? I would just give everything high scores. I gave it the full 7 out of 7 for music. Like, I don't think there was really anything that I didn't like about the song or the album. I thought all of it worked really well with their style. I do think it's probably their weakest album out of the three. But I still like it a lot. And I still think the music's really good. But I gave it a 2 out of 3 for the music video just because it's like, I don't know, it was fine.
Yeah.
It really was just the weird Michael Jackson mask. I was like, why? Like, that's such a really weird choice. Weird. Basically just lost a point because of that. Because, I mean, I'm not going to, like, super hardcore rate their concept because they're not an idol group. So, like, I don't expect the music video to be really high budget, like, fancy or anything. Yeah. But why a Michael Jackson mask of all masks?
So weird,
like,
yeah.
It's like I'm gonna knock you a little bit for that.
Like
so I gave it
where to rob a bank.
Yeah, yep. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. So that's what'd you give it, an 8 or an 8.5?
I gave it an 8.
Okay, so averages.
I was thinking about an 8.5, but I ended up with an 8. So
averages to an 8.5. It's pretty good.
Very, very good.
Pretty good album. Go check out MFBTY if you are not familiar with them, because if you're into hip hop.